Well, welcome to Glencoe. I've just parked here in Loch Achtriochtan car park, but I've just spotted quite a nice scene, so I think I might just stop here for a minute and see if I can get a good viewpoint with everything in it that I want. So let's climb over this stile. So this is what I'm looking at. A nice waterfall down in the bottom. Traditional white crofting cottage type thing. And the mountains above. With a lovely waterfall halfway up the mountain. Now if I can just set up the right view here, possibly even with this little bit of heather in the front. Okay, so here's the view. I've got the camera set up. I'm on 14mm at the moment. And you can see I've got the heather in the foreground. That little waterfall in the middle ground. And beyond it, although it looks very small in the viewfinder now, the white cottage and the great expanse of mountain beyond. So, all we need to do is work out our shutter speed. Which is looking like 1/20th of a second. So I'm going to have to focus stack this, I'm sure, even although I'm on f8. So I'll take one focused on the heather, because it is literally 3 feet in front of me. One focused on that bit of waterfall. If I can adjust the focus in here nicely. There we go. And that's probably enough to get the mountains in, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to focus on the white cottage and the rear mountains. Now let's just have a look. Yeah. As I thought, the sky is completely blown out, 1/20th of a second at this time of day. So I'm going to have to take another one of the background at a much, much faster speed. So let's reset that, and what I'm going to do is adjust my shutter speed to try a 2/50th. 2/50th of a second it is. Now we're going to head down to Glencoe Waterfall. Well, I don't think I can get down here, but looking over that way, I think I might be able to get down onto those rocks. Well, I can certainly get down to the rocks. And there's a lovely bit of waterfall there, although I'm looking down it, and I much prefer to look up a waterfall. There's an interesting set of falls there, with the mountains behind. But sadly, you can see the metal barrier along the road. Carrying on down the river a little, looks like there's a much better access to the riverside a little bit further down, although we will lose quite a lot of these falls. But let's go and see what I can see further along. Looks like quite a nice spot there. Plenty of water in that relatively small falls there. And it looks like access right to the edge. Here we go. There's even some lovely heather to have in the foreground. Well, I hope you can hear me over the sound of the running water, but this is a really nice view. Let me get the camera out and show you what, actually no, let me just turn you around and show you what we're looking at here. Okay, so I've got this little fall in the foreground, the larger body of water in the middle ground, and beyond it, the gap in the hills with that lovely waterfall. Now I intend to keep the sky out of this, and I intend to crop it quite close on the left to keep that road sign out of the way. But I also have this nice little bit of heather in the foreground to give me something on the other side and just balance that other one a little bit. Let's get the camera set up. Okay, to get everything in, I've got to be really wide. I'm at something like 16 mil on this. I might as well shoot all the way out to 14, but if I do that, I am getting some of the sky in. I can always crop the top out because I don't really need that. The alternative is try and shoot a bit of a pano. Which also might work nicely. So let me just try that. You know, that kind of works. I think I need to be over just a little bit further to the left. If I crop that brown road sign out, it's way too close to that waterfall. So move over this way a little and try again. I think my best bet is to concentrate on the falls, just with the sweep of green beyond. Yeah, that kind of works. Okay, now that I know what I'm hoping to achieve, let's set up the tripod. Now, as you can probably see, I've got the wrong head on my tripod for this. I came up here intending to shoot wildlife and also to come to Glencoe and shoot some of the Glencoe falls. And I didn't really want to be carrying around two different tripod heads. Fortunately, with my little flip out screen here, I should just about be able to cope with this. So let's have a look. Okay, 6 stop, and we said 1.3 seconds. I thought 1.3 seconds was a little bit too long for the speed of the water coming over here, so I'm trying it at some slightly faster shutter speeds. So a half a second, quarter of a second. Quarter of a second might be the right one. Now that one comes out really dark, an eighth of a second. Obviously I've got to adjust the aperture each time to take account. So I'm going to try the 3 stopper. Put it back to F11. Make sure we're focused in the right place. And that might well do it. That might just do it. Just want to bring the front of the camera up a little bit. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so let's try that again. Oh yes. 1/8 of a second is the right speed for this. And it's looking really nice. Okay, so I didn't go back to the van yet. I came down just a little bit further to shoot actually the more famous falls here. So there's actually quite a lot of flowing over this today. I was surprised. I mean, it's not in full spate. We have had a lot of dry weather recently, but it's, well, let me show you. The main fall is quite spectacular, with a little one just below it and the one coming in out of the right as well. And with this great big boulder in the foreground, but to get that sort of just in the foreground but out of the way, I'm going to have to be quite a long way over and a bit close to the edge. So this might be a little bit twitchy. Still got the 14 to 35 on. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's just have a look, see whether that worked. Actually, not bad at all, I think. Difficult to tell, but everything appears to be just about right. I don't think I can find a better position round here. So this time I really am going to go back to the van and get something to eat before sunset. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little stop at the Glencoe waterfalls. I think I've earned my dinner tonight.